for sure. When
And,
I'm
like,
having
I
a
see
conversation
you.
with my boyfriend, my hair could be on fire and I wouldn't notice.
No, of course.
Like, legitimately.
Of course.
To be honest with you, he's like the first person I feel that way about.
Really?
Like, kind of. Like, I feel, yeah, like I can be literally like.
For years, Madison Beer has been one of the most followed young stars in the music industry. From her early rise on social media to becoming a successful singer with millions of fans around the world, Madison has always been in the spotlight. But recently, fans weren't talking about a new song, a performance, or a music project. They were focused on something completely different, something much more personal, a ring. After announcing her engagement, Madison Beer finally made her first major public appearance, where fans got a closer look at the engagement ring that had everyone talking. And within hours, the internet was filled with reactions. Some fans were amazed by the design. Others couldn't stop discussing the size and details of the ring. But behind the excitement, there was one question everyone wanted answered. How did Madison Beer's private love story suddenly become one of the biggest conversations online? Madison Beer has always had a unique relationship with fame. Unlike many celebrities who share every detail of their personal lives, Madison has often been careful about what she chooses to show the world. She built her career through music, creativity, and connecting with her fans. But when it comes to relationships, she has usually kept things more private. That is exactly why this engagement moment attracted so much attention. Fans weren't just reacting to a piece of jewelry, they were reacting to a major new chapter in Madison's life. The engagement announcement immediately created excitement among her supporters. For many fans who have followed Madison since the beginning of her career, seeing her reach this moment felt surprising. They watched her grow from a young internet personality into an established artist, and now they were seeing another side of her life unfold. But the biggest conversation wasn't only about the engagement itself. It was about the moment when Madison finally stepped out and showed the ring publicly. Because sometimes, one image is enough to start a worldwide conversation, and that is exactly what happened. But what makes this ring reveal so interesting? And why did this simple appearance create such a huge reaction online? The answer goes beyond the jewelry itself. It's about Madison's journey, her relationship with fans, and why celebrity milestones continue to create massive attention. And the story behind this engagement moment is more interesting than most people realize. When Madison Beer finally showed her engagement ring publicly, fans immediately noticed one thing. This wasn't just another celebrity photo. It felt like a major personal moment from an artist who has spent years keeping certain parts of her life away from the spotlight. And that is exactly why people became so interested. Because Madison has never been the type of celebrity who shares every single detail online. She has built a huge fan base, but she has also created boundaries between her public career and her private world. So when she chose to reveal this special moment, fans paid attention. Within hours, social media was filled with reactions. Fans were discussing everything from the design of the ring to what this moment represented for Madison. Some people focused on the luxury and appearance of the ring. Others talked about how happy Madison looked during this new chapter of her life. The biggest reason this story gained attention was simple. People felt like they were watching a rare personal milestone from someone they have followed for years. And that emotional connection is what makes celebrity stories so powerful. For many fans, Madison Beer's journey has been unique. Because Madison has never been the type of celebrity who shares every single detail online. She has built a huge fan base, but she has also created boundaries between her public career and her private world. So when she chose to reveal this special moment, fans paid attention. Within hours, social media was filled with reactions. Fans were discussing everything from the design of the ring to what this moment represented for Madison. Some people focused on the luxury and appearance of the ring. Others talked about how happy Madison looked during this new chapter of her life. The biggest reason this story gained attention was simple. People felt like they were watching a rare personal milestone from someone they have followed for years. And that emotional connection is what makes celebrity stories so powerful. For many fans, Madison Beer's journey has been unique. She first became widely known as a young internet personality before building her own identity as a singer. Over the years, she faced the challenges that come with growing up in front of millions of people. Every decision, every change, and every new chapter happened under public attention. But despite that pressure, Madison continued to focus on her music and personal growth. That is why this engagement moment feels different. It is not just about a ring, it represents a new stage in her life. Celebrity engagements always attract attention, but some become bigger conversations because of the person involved. When a celebrity who usually keeps things private finally shares something personal, fans naturally become more curious. They want to know the story behind the moment. They want to understand how it happened. And they want to celebrate the person they have supported for years. That is exactly what happened with Madison. Because for many celebrities, finding happiness away from the cameras is the real challenge. And Madison's next chapter might be the most interesting one yet. For Madison Beer, this engagement is more than just a headline. It represents a completely new chapter in a journey that has already seen incredible highs, difficult moments, and years of public attention. From becoming famous at a young age to building a successful music career, Madison has spent much of her life in front of millions of people. But now, fans are getting a glimpse of something different, a more personal side of her life. And that is exactly why this moment feels so important. Over the years, Madison has experienced what many young celebrities go through. Growing up while the world is watching can be challenging. Every change in appearance, every relationship update, and every personal decision can quickly become a topic of discussion online. But Madison has continued to evolve. She moved beyond being known only as an internet personality and worked to create her own identity as an artist. Through her music, performances, and personal growth, she proved that she was more than just a viral name. She became a respected figure in the entertainment world. And now, this engagement adds another layer to her story. Fans who have followed Madison for years are seeing a side of her they rarely get to experience. Not just the performer, not just the celebrity, but the person behind the fame. That emotional connection is one of the biggest reasons celebrity milestones become so powerful. People feel like they have watched someone grow. They remember where that person started. And when a major life moment happens, they feel like they are part of the journey. But with every major celebrity relationship comes one major challenge: privacy. The more famous someone becomes, the harder it is to keep personal moments personal. A private celebration can become public news. A simple photo can create thousands of opinions, and every decision can be analyzed by fans and media. That is why many celebrities try to find a balance between sharing their happiness and protecting their personal lives. For Madison, this moment shows that she is choosing to share a special part of her journey while still keeping control of her own story. Another reason this engagement caught attention is because fans are always interested in what comes next. Will Madison share more moments from this new chapter? Will it influence her music? Will fans see a different side of her creativity? These are the questions people are asking, because for artists, personal experiences often become part of their inspiration. Relationships, emotions, and life changes can shape the stories they tell through their work. But even with all the excitement surrounding this engagement, one thing remains clear: Madison Beer's career is still a major focus. Her fans are not only celebrating a personal milestone, they are also waiting to see what she does next as an artist. Because Madison has already shown that she can continue growing and surprising people, and this new chapter could become one of the most meaningful parts of her journey. The ring may have started the conversation, but the real story is about how Madison Beer has transformed over the years. From a young star finding her place in the industry, to an artist building her own path. And now, to someone entering a new stage of life. But there is still one final question. Why did this simple engagement reveal become such a huge moment for fans around the world? The answer comes down to something every celebrity hopes to create: a genuine connection with the people who support them. At the end of the day, Madison Beer's engagement reveal was never just about a ring. It was about a moment that showed fans a different side of someone they have watched grow for years. In a world where celebrity news changes every few hours, some stories disappear almost instantly, but certain moments stay in people's minds because they feel personal, and that is exactly what happened here. Madison Beer's journey has been anything but ordinary. She entered the public eye at a young age and had to navigate the challenges that come with growing up in front of millions of people. She experienced the pressure of being constantly watched, judged, and discussed online. But instead of letting that define her, she continued building her career, improving her craft, and creating her own identity. That is why this new chapter feels meaningful to so many fans. They are not just seeing a celebrity announce an engagement. They are seeing someone they have followed for years reach an important moment in her life. The reaction also shows something bigger about modern celebrity culture. Today, fans don't only connect with celebrities through movies, music, or performances. They connect through stories. They follow the journey. They celebrate achievements. They react to personal milestones. And when a celebrity chooses to share a special moment, fans feel like they are being invited into a small part of that journey. That emotional connection is what turns a simple announcement into a viral conversation. Of course, Madison Beer's future will continue to be about more than just her relationship. She remains an artist with her own goals, projects, and ambitions. Her music career, creativity, and growth will always be a major part of who she is. But this engagement represents another side of her story, a reminder that behind the performances, the headlines, and the fame, celebrities also experience normal human moments. Moments of happiness, moments of change, moments that matter personally. And maybe that is the biggest reason fans connected with this story. Because at its core, it wasn't really about the jewelry. It wasn't about the attention. It was about seeing someone begin a new chapter. A chapter that millions of supporters wanted to celebrate with her. As Madison Beer continues moving forward, one thing is certain: her fans will continue watching, not only for the music she creates, but also for the journey she shares along the way. Because the biggest celebrity stories are not always about scandals or controversies. Sometimes, they are about moments that remind people why they connected with that celebrity in the first place. And Madison Beer's engagement reveal became one of those moments. A simple ring, a special appearance, and a new chapter that has the entire internet talking.